Hello everyone, this is Nick Allen. I am joined by Chaox of Team Solo Mid. We're live at the World Championship playoffs. And unfortunately, TSM just lost to Azubu Frost 2-0. How are you guys feeling about it? I know it sucks, and I know a lot of people are rooting for you. But how are you guys feeling right now?
Like that.
So not good, obviously. So how are you guys feeling going into the match? And did things happen exactly as you had planned?
We actually planned for a level 1, extensively the night before, which got ruined because there's like problems with our chat. Like we didn't have chat on my computer and Xpecial's computer, which is important for like dragon timers and buff timers. So we had to pause the game at the beginning, and like we're already like halfway through like our level 1. Like we're supposed to split 1 person mid and 4 top, and and it's right behind all the players, so Azubu Frost could just look and see it. So it's just really unfortunate that our level 1 fell through like that. And then I think game 1 they outpicked us. Game 2 as well, but we had such a significant lead where we should have just won outright. We're up like 4-0 at a point. So we just played that terribly when we were up ahead. I mean, game 1 was kind of close. Like we got Baron, but we lost inhib tower for it and an inhib. But we could have done that slightly better, like send people back and defend, and it could have been a much closer game. I think both games were pretty close, but yeah, I mean, they just played better at the end. So.
And you said they played better. Like, what specifically? Because I know there's certain points in the game where it looks like you guys had a good lead. At one point, you had a Baron, and they went for tower and inhib. Was there a specific thing that stood out as to why they beat you in those matches?
I think the picks was a huge thing. They just like I have a feeling they knew we were gonna go for Karthus, and then they got like that super poke comp going, and they just push, and Karthus ult is on cooldown. It's hard to engage, so they just constantly pressure towers and so on and so on. And second game they just countered Jace really well. They just played Skarner into Irelia, and which just camps Jace, and then Jace can't do anything to that. So I think in picks, in particular, they had us at picks, even though second game we were like ahead so much.
You mentioned Skarner and Aurelia, and then in the first game, Dyrus went 0-3 as Darius Dyrus did in the top lane. And do you think the top lane was like the big pivotal lane that kind of helped decide the game?
Game 1, yeah. Game 1, Dyrus going 0-3. Like if he just went even, we would have had a much easier time. Like. Throughout the entire game. And game 2 too, like it was kind of a bad pick, Jace into Irelia, but we still had Karthus pressure, and we're up ahead so much to the point where like we still lost laning phase after we went up 4-0. So it's bad picks the second game, kind of, but still.
The last time you faced Korean team like this extensively was against Azubu Blaze at MLG, and what exactly, with that experience, what did you expect out of Azubu Frost going in this match?
Just a strong opponent. Like they're gonna pick good team compositions, and they're gonna play like pretty damn well. So we just had to do the same, and they just did better.
So you're the last North American team in the tournament, and you're out. Do you think North America is significantly behind the rest of the world? Do you think this is a fluke and maybe there wasn't enough practice or preparation? Or how do you think Asia and maybe even Europe, how do they compare to North America?
I think, NA is definitely the worst right now, but it's not by a long shot. I think it's just their cultures, like especially in Asia, is just so entwined with esports, and they just have a better regiment, and they're just more comfortable with it. But yeah, hopefully going into season 3 with how it's set up, NA can also get up there.
A lot of teams were talking about like this event as a learning experience. What would you say that you learned overall that you're going to take away and bring into your game moving out of this, moving into the off season, and moving into season 3?
I relearned a lot of things, which is kind of silly, like just playing what you practiced, which may seem obvious, but like you get to the picking screen and then suddenly they ban a champion like Katarina, where it's just like, oh, we're planning to pick Katarina. It's like, what do we do now? And you just need to play what you practice. Like, you know what you practice works because you practice it, and something so obvious like goes a long way.
And you said you'd planned on picking Katarina, and I personally haven't seen you guys play Katarina. How do you think they got a hold of that like strat, or is that something that maybe was just something that could have countered their comp and just was bad luck? Like, how did that play into their bans?
Yeah, I don't know. They just knew to ban it. They definitely did the research very well. So I can say that much.
So, I mean, season 3 is coming up. So, where do you guys go from here? I know you guys are, you're in New York. You have this team house. You practice a lot. Like, what are the next big steps for you guys, and how do you plan to prepare and improve so that you really dominate in season 3?
We're moving to San Fran for the off season. Then we're gonna move to LA potentially after that, just to be closer to Riot. I just like. To be honest, I just hope the NA scene picks up and like people really try hard with since everyone's getting salaried. Like, as long as everyone's trying really hard and wants to win, then the NA scene will be fine. But I mean, I just hope esports picks up in NA like as much as it's been picked up in Asia.
Cool, man. So thanks very much for the interview. Shout outs to community, to family, to friends. You have any shout outs?
I mean, shout out to, gosh, my parents. I'm not down for shout outs right now. I'm sorry. I'm just sad.
We're really sad too. I know. I mean, the North American hope, and I know you guys are going to do great in season 3, and I really appreciate the interview, man. So keep staying tuned, guys, for World Championship coverage from the IGN Pro League.